Grand Junction, a town where life moved at a slower pace. The sun painted the Mesa walls in hues of orange and red. It was a place where people knew their neighbors. They said hello in the grocery store. They waved from their porches. It felt safe, but beneath the surface, a darkness lurked. It started with a seemingly ordinary incident at the Blue Heron boat ramp. Brian, a young man known for his quiet demeanor, was involved in a minor car accident. He seemed shaken but unharmed. People gathered, the way they do in small towns. They exchanged concerned glances. Something felt off. His eyes darted nervously. A bead of sweat trickled down his forehead, even though the evening air was cool. The unease lingered even after the tow trucks left. The incident became a local conversation starter. It was unusual, sure, but nothing to suggest the horror that was about to unfold. Little did anyone know, this was just the tip of the iceberg. A dark secret was about to surface, shattering the tranquility of Grand Junction. Days turned into weeks. The incident at Blue Heron faded into the background. People went about their lives, the memory relegated to casual conversation. "Remember that strange accident?" they'd say, a hint of curiosity in their voices. But beneath the surface, whispers started to circulate. Something wasn't right with Brian. His behavior had become increasingly erratic. He was once a fixture in the community, a friendly face at the local diner. Now, he was withdrawn, a ghost haunting the periphery. His once warm smile had been replaced by a vacant stare. People started to notice small, unsettling details. Lights flickered on and off in his house at odd hours. A foul odor wafted from within, acrid and unfamiliar. The mail piled up, untouched. Fear, like a virus, began to spread. It started as a murmur, a shared unease among neighbors. Then it grew louder, fueled by suspicion and the unknown. The once peaceful town held its breath, bracing for the storm that was brewing. The stench became unbearable. It permeated the air, a constant reminder of something sinister. Neighbors, unable to ignore it any longer, contacted the authorities. The police arrived, their faces grim as they approached Brian's house. The door creaked open, revealing a scene of unimaginable horror. The smell hit them first, a wave of decay that made their stomachs churn. Inside, the house was in disarray, furniture overturned, papers strewn everywhere. And then they saw it. In the closet, hidden beneath a pile of clothes, was a gruesome discovery. A body decomposing, its lifeless eyes staring into the void. The town watched in horror as the news spread like wildfire. The victim, a local woman who had been reported missing weeks earlier. The realization hit Grand Junction like a punch to the gut. The quiet young man, the one they thought they knew, was a monster hiding in plain sight. The idyllic facade of their town had been shattered, replaced by a chilling reality. The manhunt for Brian began immediately. Police cars swarmed the streets, their sirens a jarring contrast to the usual peace. The community, reeling from the shock, cooperated fully. Everyone had a story to tell, a piece of the puzzle to offer. The investigation was swift and thorough. They discovered a trail of disturbing evidence, a chilling glimpse into Brian's descent into madness. Diaries filled with rambling thoughts, sketches of unimaginable violence, and a collection of news clippings about serial killers. The evidence painted a picture of a mind consumed by darkness. The net closed in, the walls of justice tightening around Brian. He was apprehended at a gas station on the outskirts of town. His eyes, once filled with a boyish charm, were now cold and calculating. He offered no resistance, his face a mask of indifference. The arrest sent shockwaves through Grand Junction. The community grappled with a maelstrom of emotions, disbelief, anger, and a profound sense of betrayal. How could this have happened here, in their safe haven? The idyllic facade had been ripped away, revealing the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface. The trial was a media frenzy, the courtroom packed with stunned locals and reporters from across the country. Brian, once a familiar face, was now a stranger, his eyes devoid of remorse. The details of the crime, laid bare for all to see, sent chills down their spines. The verdict, when it came, was swift and decisive: guilty. As Brian was led away, his face remained impassive, a chilling reminder of the monster hiding within. The trial may be over, but the scars of Brian's crimes run deep. Grand Junction is left to pick up the pieces, forever changed by the dark secret it held. The tragedy serves as a stark reminder of the importance of mental health awareness and the need for open communication. It forces us to confront the uncomfortable truth that darkness can lurk in the most unexpected places. The case of Brian, the quiet young man who harbored a chilling secret, will forever be etched in the annals of Grand Junction's history, a chilling reminder of the fragility of peace and the ever-present potential for darkness to emerge.